The House Freedom Caucus, a congressional group in the United States, is causing significant concern over the potential government shutdown scheduled for October 1st. They are asserting demands for alterations in spending and prerequisites linked to providing financial support to Ukraine. Their stance involves agreeing to a temporary spending plan only if their conditions are met. The challenge arises as Democrats hold strong opposition to these demands. This situation is intricate due to the imminent conclusion of the current fiscal year on September 30th. Failure to reach an agreement on budget allocation could result in partial government operations coming to a halt. Despite not being the majority, the House Freedom Caucus wields substantial influence within the House of Representatives, further complicating matters. Leaders in both the House and Senate have recommended a temporary spending plan to extend deliberations on prudent resource allocation. This strategy aims to allow ample time for finalizing comprehensive budgetary details for the entire year. However, the House Freedom Caucus is not in favor of this approach. They are advocating for modifications to the spending plan and are opposing unconditional financial aid to Ukraine. Their concerns revolve around the potential drawbacks of providing funding without stipulated conditions. In a formal statement, the group has affirmed their intention to oppose endeavors aimed at employing short-term spending strategies to expedite significant budget bills towards the end of the year. Their dissatisfaction stems from the handling of finances and decision-making by both political parties. This group's discontent arises from the perception that politicians are seeking loopholes to sidestep previously agreed-upon spending limits earlier in the year. Their objective is to ensure that expenditure is conducted judiciously and transparently, free from any manipulative tactics. There is an escalating likelihood of a temporary suspension of government operations this year due to political discord surrounding fiscal appropriations. This predicament could potentially yield short-term implications for economic growth. Past instances of government shutdowns transpired when congressional consensus on annual budget bills could not be achieved. These standstills typically arise from disputes regarding the quantum of funds to be allocated and their intended destinations. Occasionally, they also sprang from conflicts over unrelated issues that one of the parties sought to address through legislation tied to expenditure. Thank you for tuning in to the SB News Podcast. Please subscribe, like, and download our podcast as your support helps us in bringing further content of this nature to you.